Hello, everybody. This is Tito G from Cubo Podcast, Winchester, Virginia. And right next to me, I have the homegirl.
Amelia.
What are we going to talk about today, man?
Today, I think we decided on talking about the biggest pet peeves out there in relationships, friendships, work life,
family,
boyfriend,
wife, husbands. Yep.
Yeah. So, what are some of your biggest pet peeves?
Okay, so growing up, one of my biggest pet peeves was, when you're doing the dishes.
Yeah.
And and then you already got a bunch of dishes already up in there, and then so you're already mad because you got to do them, but you got to get it done, right?
Yeah.
So you get it done, and right when you're done, a sibling, a mama, a papa show up, and magically they found this dish that needs to be cleaned too.
Yeah.
Is that a bit pet peeve of yours?
For me, the pet peeve, the spin on that one is that when I'm about to do the dishes and you tell me to do the dishes, then I no longer want to do the dishes. Even though I was planning on doing the dishes. It's like, you didn't have to tell me what I already knew. I think just assuming maybe is my pet peeve, is when it's too much assuming,
But did you really know?
I don't know.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So unless somebody told you, then you probably would have never done it.
No, maybe I would have.
Maybe, but until somebody told your ass, and then that's when you were gonna really do them. You're like, oh.
Yeah. So one of my popular pet peeves, I guess, is just when you're in a relationship and they look through your phone too much. I just think after a certain point, and even to begin with, it's not really necessary. Talking about relationships, even when you're dating, I think a lot of those things need to be, a standard needs to be set. But even if you're just, constantly picking at someone's phone or, because I've been in a relationship where I've been the person to look through the phone.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know how annoying it was until it was done to me.
You were the usurper.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary. It's kind of pointless, and honestly, it's kind of degrading, kind of humiliating. Why do you keep checking my phone? What do you expect to find, kind of thing. So that to me is a big pet peeve in relationships. I think.
So what do you do now? It's different to go ahead and avoid that.
I think just being open and honest, just setting things clear. Hey, these are my intentions with you. This is what I'm doing, and then period. And, if I'm driving, and I need the music to be switched, go get my phone. You can change the song. If I get a text, I don't care if you read the text. But if I'm in the shower or I'm taking a nap and I wake up and you're like, come on, man. What is that? That to me is a pet peeve, because I think after a certain age, hopefully for our audience, a lot of you that are older, once you hit a certain age, be vocal about that. Say what you expect, and you have to trust. And if there's no trust, what are you doing, really?
Well, some people like to feel young, and, I guess that makes them feel young.
Immature.
Yeah, right? Oh, my bad. I keep knocking into your chair over here.
No, it's okay.
All right. Okay, here goes.
So let's talk about food. Pet peeves and food.
Okay, let's talk about food.
I know one of your pet peeves.
Oh, yeah. If you eat with your mouth open around me, you're done. You will get told.
I've been canceled.
Wakala. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think for me, in an informal setting with friends, not even with my kids sometimes, I hate the double dipping. That's
double dipping.
Gross. It's when you go, you get you're eating wings, right? And then you're oh, you know what? I need some ranch. Okay, you dip it in your own ranch. Don't stick it back in your mouth and then
go back
into
for
the ranch. That's horrible. I think that's a little bit beyond your chewing with the mouth open. I don't know.
What?
What do you guys think?
Hell no,
What's
man.
worse, chewing with your mouth open or double dipping?
Chewing with the mouth open wins by 100%.
Double dipping.
I say 80%. You know what I mean? Because, double dipping is gross too.
Yeah.
Because then you got to eat from there also. You know what I mean? But
it might actually not be that common. It depends. Because
in some traditions, that's how they eat. In the Middle Eastern regions or whatever, the whole families get together, neighbors and friends, whoever's going to come and eat, and they all put one plate on one table, and everybody gets the bread or whatever, and then.
Well, see, there's a stigma too on that's dirty for some people. There's huge controversial because people that aren't cultured in their culture assume that they don't wash their hands. They assume that the space isn't clean. You know, versus like here in the United States, you eat with utensils because at times you don't have the opportunity to go wash your hands after a business meeting and you're getting lunch. You're going to use utensils, right?
You're right.
But in their culture, they've prepared this, they're clean, and it's ready. So.
Well, see, like Salvadorians, right? Pupusas. Mm-hmm. The only correct way to eat it is with your hands.
Exactly.
In Mexico, you know, chips and salsa. Mm-hmm. You got to use your hands.
Right.
You
Tacos.
You got to use your hands.
You got to use your hands, man. You got to wash some hands if you're eating.
Yeah, for real, right?
International food, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So for some foods, I guess, you know, but you still have to just be clean yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you smell bad, trust me. Trust and believe that whatever you touch is probably disgusting. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Or don't touch. You know what I mean?
Wash your hands, actually. Just wash your hands. Wash your body. Wash yourself. But now let's think about pet peeves in work life.
In work? Okay. You go first.
Okay. I think we're both guilty of this, being chronically late.
I've never been late in my life.
Oh, Tito. Anywho.
I've never been late in my life.
He's an angel. He's a saint. So.
What can I say?
Don't be, chronically late, it is seriously a pet peeve. To some people that are more traditional, more old school, it's seriously disrespectful. Actually, in my time in corporate America, when I was training for this position, the instructor would always tell us, you know, if you're running late, it's like you're not even present. And if you're on time, you're late. So be like at least 20 minutes early.
Were you early today?
I'm absent. I'm not even here. Honestly, I'm being transparent. You know, things happen, right? But if you want that respect, if you want people to give you the same courtesy, you know, you want to establish a good relationship, be on time, man. Because nothing is more disrespectful than wasting somebody's time. Seriously.
That's true. You know, what they always say is money's always going to be around. Your time is the most precious thing on the planet. Mm-hmm. I mean...
And I think that's like a timeless, universal kind of phrase that, you know, your time is worth more than X, you know.
More than gold.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't get it back.
You hear a lot of old, you know, businessmen, and they always say, what is it? Time is wasted on the youth.
Okay.
Because you don't know anything when you're a kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then when you're old... and you're seasoned and wise and everything, well, guess what?
You don't have your youth.
It's such a...
No, but you know what?
Funny. Life is great.
I try to... in those instances, I try to think of... Like, for me, someone who I follow a lot, inspiration, Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about me. But.
No, but she's always saying how she tries to be, like, juvenile. She tries to be youthful. Like, no matter how old she gets, she always tries to stay in the young. And that's with, you know, being more happy, being more playful. And, you know, as we get older, things get uglier, right? Life hits us hard, but it's important.
Gravity.
It's important just to stay positive, right? Yeah. Well, now we're drifting a little bit. So back to pet peeves in work life.
Hold on. No. Now that you touched on Jennifer Lopez, you know, why is, I don't know, dude. She's been married how many times?
Oh, hey.
She got more rings than most football players. She's collecting
rings out here, but, honey, she is a goddess. She is phenomenal. You know how hard it is to pull off what she pulls off at her age on stage in life? Like, oof. That is, oh, my goodness. Don't listen to him. Feel free to comment below. Put him on the spot, J-Lo. I'm waiting for you.
She was great on Selena, but, you know.
No, she actually has a new movie coming up.
Oh, I heard about that.
I'm ready to see
it,
With
P. Diddy and all that? Back when he was P. Wizzle or whatever. You know, because he changed his name like 7 times.
No, she's actually doing a movie with... what is that?
Is it a movie or a show?
No, it's a movie. Is it called Marry Me? It's for Valentine's Day.
Oh, my God. So another J-Lo. Romantic comedy?
I love it. I'm here for it, girl. Look,
is she dating the co-star, too? Because I know it was Ben Affleck and...
Feel free. Excuse me. Wow. That's going to be her hubby. They're dating, but... Anywho, going back on
real
track.
Quick, let's take a quick second. And we're back from our little commercial break there. Real quick, guys. Men's biggest pet peeves, women's biggest pet peeves. You want to go first?
For sure. I think my biggest pet peeve, and I think I can speak for all women,
Right?
is getting caught tired when you don't have your makeup on.
Aren't you guys tired though?
Oh my goodness. So it's just a little it's just a little aggravating because so many times women who do always do their makeup, they're the ones who get the most hate when they don't do their makeup.
You know what a
But-
biggest pet peeve of mine is right this moment?
What's that?
This chair that keeps sliding down in the middle of our conversation.
Like, dude.
I look like a little boy with a beard and mustache.
All right, let's get it together, TOG.
All right. Here we go. Now we're back to normal here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
but girls, like usually girls like me, like when I want to do makeup and I'm committed to doing makeup this day, like I will just eyelashes, lipstick, eyebrows, hair, everything. Sometimes I do get hate. I do get crapped on because they're like, oh, you don't gotta try so hard. Oh, look at those eyelashes. They're too much. This and that. All right. So then the day that I want to take a back seat to the makeup.
Oh, she's tired.
They're like, oh, you tired today? You sick? You all right? You need to go home early? Like, do you need a day? It's like, no. But you almost feel like stuck in between. Like you get hate for makeup and then you get this, you get dragged. So my advice, just don't give unsolicited advice or comments. Go back to basics to what your mom said. If you don't have anything nice to say, then shut the fuck up.
Oh, well,
Pretty
I mean,
much.
chata, huh?
Chata, yes, chata for
Have you
our
met Chata?
young viewers.
Shut the fuck up. All right. What's a guy's pet peeve, right? So even in like in male group dynamics, somebody who's always bragging and showing off too much, that's annoying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
To me,
that
that
person-
kind of shows weakness.
it does. Like you're overcompensating. You're trying too hard to fit in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or you're trying to be the alpha of the group or the pack. And when you're just doing things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
People will see it.
A lot of times, though, alphas, people who are more empowered, they don't even have to say much. Right?
I mean, you just see it, right? I mean, whether it be the car that they drive, the way that they sit, stand, walk, talk, you know what I mean? And the less that they speak, I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Or maybe just a really big bank account, one of those things too. Those always help, I guess. But those don't define a man, you know what I mean? It just... So anyways, that's like a pet peeve. I guess that people have in all different kinds of circles and groups of friends. What's another one? Oh, here's one that I really hate.
Yeah.
Here's one that I really hate. When someone's rude to like wait staff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you could be rude to this person that's going to go ahead and serve you food, you know what I mean?
Imagine how bad it would be if they're just this gesture with someone they don't even know is trash. Mm-hmm. And then with someone they do get to know, or you're doing business, or you're about to be in something that's a huge commitment. That's a turnoff, I think.
Yeah.
In all relationships, turn off with family, with friends, at work.
You know
Don't do it.
what I always call it is like, me always talk about this. It's called weak game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And game isn't just for women or men, because, people be running games on each other all the time. It's just a fact of life. But, there's necessary game, that you have to use to go ahead and get...
To where you gotta go.
Yeah, it's something you develop from like when boys were boys, you know what I mean? And then they grow up into men and they have to keep using this game to go ahead and continue and further themselves, along. Or women, too.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got game too. Oh, you don't got game? How Amelia got her game back. Featuring Amelia.
You know what? Now, I just thought about a common pet peeve, I think, with a lot of folks is just, not being cordial, not really greeting people. Like, if I'm invited somewhere or I've invited you somewhere to my home, or even if you're a plus one, like, I think it's just courtesy just to say hello. You don't have to be like, hello, your highness, or what a beautiful home you have. Like, no, just go, just say, hey, what's up? Make your presence known if your presence was requested. And even if it wasn't, and you're in a more formal setting, I don't expect like, oh, yeah, let's go to the bar and say hi to all the dudes. No, like, I'm just saying, if you're invited to someone's house for a barbecue, say hello, If you're invited to a wedding and you're plus one, say hello, say congrats. I think, to me, it's a little, like, annoying
Well, how about this, dude? How about you put this into perspective? How about if you say hello, you show up, but then you want to leave early? Is that rude?
No, I think leaving early isn't rude. I honestly, I'm a person who dips out early too.
I know, she's already looking at the clock over here.
No, just because, I think, but it just depends. Like, if my presence was seriously requested, like, if I'm a maid of honor, I won't leave early. But if I'm someone's plus one, it's like 11 o'clock, I'm dipping out. I'm not going to stay until 2 in the morning with the rest of the bridesmaids and family and clean up, because I was just a guest from a guest. But if I was like the guest of like the groomsmen or like the
well, I'd be kind of
but like
well, if it was your brother,
what's the guy? What's the guy? There's a maid of honor and then there's a best man.
Best man, yeah.
If I was the best man's plus one, then yeah, for sure. But
you're stuck then. Yeah,
I think if I was like to try to leave early, being a plus one to the best man, then that's making him look bad. Think a little bit, or at least be vocal. Like, if you do have to go, if you're feeling some type of way, you're sick, uncomfortable, whatever, talk, speak up, say that. Don't just dip out, because so many people can assume the worst, especially in situations where they're more vulnerable, like someone's wedding, someone's funeral. There's emotions in there. You can send the wrong message. So just speak up.
I got another one. What about driving habits?
You know what? I think it's on everyone's nerves is that it takes me probably like 3 miles to put my seatbelt on. I know that's so annoying.
I'm going to call the cops.
I'm the one that's like ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
ding,
you
ding,
don't.
ding.
Ooh.
And everyone's like, come on, man. Come on.
Before the fucking bomb blows up.
And I'm just like, all right, and I'm here like putting stuff there, putting things here, connecting my phone. And I know like you can cancel me, hate me for that. But just the dinging is like, it doesn't bother me. But to some people in the car, they're like,
dude,
bro,
hell yeah.
I will stop this car until you clip in your seatbelt.
Put you in the back of a baby seat.
But mostly it's just because of the dinging. Like, because I've joked around with my friends. I've joked around with my friends and I'm just like, oh, I don't care. I'm off the deep end.
You don't care, but, we're in the car too.
They're like, you don't care, but the dinging is annoying. Like, the dinging is the worst.
All new cars have that. So she drives a new car, guys. Yeah, my car they blink a light. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care.
You know what is also a big pet peeve in someone's car is just the crumbs. The crumbs, the eating. Like, okay, if you're starving and your head is pounding or something, yeah, you can eat something in my car. But if you eat in my car and you leave a bag of Funyun freaking flakes everywhere.
Isn't that your kids?
No, that is my kids. But you know what? I have a subscription. I have a membership at a car wash.
Oh,
literally. Okay. And I go through there and I vacuum just because I was sick of going to the car wash every other week and spending like $12 when the memberships here in town, they're only like $25 a month. And you can go unlimited times and vacuum for free. So I got 3 kids, man. I had to do that because that's
a wise investment.
I have a newer car and I need to take care of this car because it's gonna be.
When's the last time you did an oil change?
Oh, honey, my brother does the oil change. Okay, he did it last month.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
When they don't do their oil change.
Oh my goodness, dude! Why are women like? Women are one of the biggest culprits of that crime.
I'll be completely honest. My first car I had, $400 Honda, stick shift. I learned how to drive in that car. I never changed the oil for like 1.5 years and it died. And I was like, my car, what happened?
What happened? I'll tell you what didn't happen.
The oil change.
Yeah, that's a big pet peeve. Oh, but hold on, look. Okay, so let's go back to inside the vehicle, right? How about when you're driving and you're trying to get onto the freeway, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're driving and then you're getting onto the freeway, right? And that car is just right there.
Oh, that's annoying.
And then you're trying to, you've got your blinker on. You're trying to get into into the freeway, and then
they just don't go.
Yeah, and they speed up as you speed up, and then slow down and it's like, are you doing this on purpose? Do you want me to get mad at you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to blow up hysterically inside my own car in my own head?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because mission accomplished.
Annoying. Right? Oh my goodness. No. That really calls for like, what is it? Road rage. Yeah.
Well,
Rage,
I don't get mad. I just cuss out. You know, you
like,
fucking
I don't
idiot.
get mad.
You
I just flick
fucking
them
moron.
off.
Yeah,
Scream.
you know what I mean.
No
Nah,
biggie.
you know what I mean. It's like, oh. Anyways, let's talk about what we got going on this week.
So this week we have a lot going on. I don't know. We'll have to wait. We might have to wait and see.
Yeah, we got a few things going on.
Cheese.
A little cheese, a little cheese for the toast you got there.
What we got in store next week? We're gonna be in a surprise location.
Yep.
Right? We gotta say cheese.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be saying cheese big time.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be cheesing like a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell
We're
you that
gonna
right
be
now.
flying and we're gonna be cheesing.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
And it's probably not what you guys think, so chill out.
You know, or maybe it is. You know, if you're talking about cheese. Now, we got a little surprise coming for you guys next week. We will be leaving Winchester. We won't say where, but it is happening. And
We won't say how.
well, you just said we'll be in the air, so I mean, you just said
We don't know how. You know, maybe we can get slingshotted.
a helicopter, slingshotted,
Yeah.
thrown out of a plane, whatever. You know,
They're all possibilities.
Yeah, we're not gonna be here, but the next episode, we hope you'll enjoy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, I'm out of here. My name is Tito G. This is Cuvo Podcast. This is
Amelia, thank you so much for viewing us, guys. Like and share us. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We're also on Spotify.
like, share, subscribe, guys. We'll catch you guys later, all right?